All right, guys, so here we go. We're getting ready to get into systems of equations still, so two equations at the same time. We're still going to be using crisscross, and now we're going to be dealing with word problems. Now, of course, if you guys were like me in high school, this was dreaded, so I'm going to kind of show you what's going on. Let you know. Gonna zoom in a little bit here. Okay, and we'll just start kind of reading and highlighting like your teachers used to do in the old days. So if you just start reading this, and I'll let you guys kind of look at it as I'm reading. The fam decides to go to March Madness, game of Virginia. I buy 2 adult tickets, 4 kid tickets, $560. Miss Warren drives down, brings 4 adults, etc., etc. You guys say. Now I know that a lot of your teachers would say, "All right, well, let's start highlighting. We got 2 adult tickets, 4 kid tickets, $560, 4 kids. Oh, they got the word 4 adults, 770, etc." Okay, so a lot of numbers, and to be honest with you, once you get to this point, your mind is pretty much frying up. So I'm going to tell you guys one thing, and just keep this in mind for these types of problems. They're not that bad. In the old days, I know that your teachers used to say this, and then they used to make you do these let statements. Oh, let x equal, and you have to figure it out, and let y equal something, something, something. And then you would go on about things. I'm just telling you right now, if you're doing all this, you're definitely thinking too much. So, this is the truth. If you're doing all this let equals and highlighting all this stuff, you're thinking too much. You got to just let this flow. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. All right, so we're going to get rid of all the bull crap and get on with this. Okay, so just watch how I'm reading this. And I don't even care about what's going on, all this March Madness and all that stuff. But here's the deal. Once we start seeing numbers, okay, just watch how I'm reading this right here. I buy 2 adult tickets, so just watch. 2. I'm going to put A for adult. You can use X and Y. You see this over here if you want. I'm just going to do what it says. 2 adult tickets. I don't even want you to underline it, but I'm showing you what I'm reading. 2 adult tickets and 4 kid tickets. And 4 kid tickets. For, it should say a total of or is, but I shorthanded this. So for $560. All right. Most of the time, you guys will see the word is there. Okay? So think about it, how easy that is. All right, 2 adult tickets, 4 kid tickets, $560. Okay? Go to the next sentence. Now, unfortunately, sometimes they type it out instead of seeing numbers, but let's just take a look at it. 4 adults, 4 kids is, or for a total of, 770. Cake. You see what I'm saying? Don't overthink it. Just let it flow. It's really easy. Now, once you get to here, I hate to say this, but you guys are pretty good at this. For those of you guys who went with me, it's just crisscross method. And I'm going to quickly show you the start, and I'm going to let you get through it. And then we'll go to the second one just to make sure you're solid. Okay, so if you go to the first part, you know we're going to be dealing with 2 big parentheses, crisscross the front 2 numbers, make one of them negative. And again, you guys know how to make the top. Now I'm going to have to write small because I kind of overdid the top, but I got 8a plus 16k equals. Now, with these problems, just so you guys know, the numbers get huge. So I'm going to pause and get my calculator for a second. Yeah, so it ends up being 2240. And that's the biggest thing with these. The numbers start getting big. 2240. All right, so the second one, we're going to get an 8a, an 8k, and again, let me get my calculator rolling here. I got 2 times 1540. Now, I can already see I made a mistake. I forgot my negative signs, so I'm going to go back. Sorry, guys. I should be erasing these, and you know that's a negative. So, all right, the teacher's already making mistakes. You guys know everything's good. So here we go. Draw the line, combine. The A's drop out. It's a negative 16. Sorry, guys. Plus 8 is going to be negative 8k. And let me get to my calculator. So you should get negative 700. I'm hoping you guys are getting the same thing. Remember, that's a negative 240, 2240 plus 1540. So don't screw that up. Minus 700. You guys know the routine from here. Divide, divide. And you actually get a decimal. And I know for some of you guys that's chaos. I got 87.5. So K equals 87.5. And a lot of people start freaking out when they see decimals for answers. But if you think about what we're talking about cost of tickets. In this case, K for kid tickets. So 87.5 is really what? And of course, most of you guys know, because most of us like money, that's $87.50, which is reasonable for an NCAA ticket. This was last year. Okay? So, and again, you don't have to write this, but just understand what 0.5 means. Okay? From here, it's pick a booger time. I'm going to go with my top original. I'll write it down. I'm going to plug in my K. And again, the only thing that's different about these problems, besides the initial setup, but you're just going to let that flow, it happens automatically, is the numbers are usually bigger and they usually have decimals because you're talking about money most of the time. Again, I'm going to get to my calculator and do this problem over here, and we'll go from there. Looks like 350. That was nice. And then we'll finish it off, chunk and divide. Minus 350. I'm going to get sloppy here, guys. Sorry. 2A. And then 560 minus 350, which equals 210. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Looks like A equals, I'll get you over here. It's actually a whole number, 105. And again, we're talking about adult tickets, so $105 isn't that crazy. Okay? And again, you go back and start reading real thoroughly about what all this means, but if you just go with the flow, it's pretty obvious. So let's try another one. I gotta shrink this back down there. Okay, so let's just give the second one a shot and see how much faster this really is. Okay, so, oops, sorry about that, you guys. Alright, so here we go. Number 2, and again, I don't want to think too much. I just want to let it flow off the paper, so I'm not going to read too much. Again, I'm underlining because I'm showing you what I'm looking at, but truthfully, you can just put this right to paper. Alright, so it's talking about some food, which you guys know I'm all about. So, 3 orders of wings. I'm just going to use W. You can use X, you can use Y. A lot of people in other classes like to use X and Y. I get it. 2 orders of cheese fries. I'm hungry already. For a total of, you guys know total means equal. 27.85. So it's straight through. All right. Next, same order, different line. So we got 2 order wings. My man Marius. 2 cheese fries. And he's going $20.90. Okay, that's it. Again, don't think, guys. Just let it flow off the paper. Don't overthink it. I didn't read it. I didn't really want to understand it. I just know I'm just going to go right in order. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, from here, back to our crisscross maze. I'll start you off. All right, crisscross front 2 numbers. Make one of them negative. We'll do our thing. I remember the negative sign this time. Negative 6W minus 4C. Negative something, hold on. Looks like it equals 5570. And again, you don't have to write the 0, but since we're dealing with cash, and then we'll go to the bottom. So we're going to get a positive 6W, positive 6C, and 6270. Alright, draw a line and combine. W's cross out. Negative 4 plus 2C is 2C. And then looks like we're going to be dealing with negative 55.7 plus 62.7. I'm thinking it's 7, which is weird, but that's a whole number. We'll deal with it. Divide by 2. divided by 2. C equals 3.5. And you guys know 3.5 for cheese fries really means $3.50. And again, you don't have to write this. I'm just reminding you, decimals in real life, that money. Okay? Pick a booger, plug back in. I'm going to do this magically to save some time. I'll pick the top one. And do a thing. Saved you guys a little time. You can pause this if you want to check my work from here to here. Looks like wings are costing me $6.95 an order. Okay, and which makes sense. So don't start freaking out when you get 6.95. Decimal answers are possible, you guys. Just so you know, on all these, if you see 5.05 and stuff like that, 2.35, that's fine. If you see 1.7593, that's something's wrong. But money is very possible. All right, so don't just be aware of that. All right, so your assignment for the rest of this week, and we only get it's a short week. Oh yeah. Oh, and before I forget, you guys, I just want to show you this thing. If you are using letters like me, where A is for adults, K is for kids, stuff like that, cheese fries, there are some really bad letters that you can use. For example, and you guys probably know what I'm getting at, is if you lose the letter B, eventually that starts looking like a 6. So I'm just telling you, watch out for B. Letter T's, if you don't have a hook on your T, that ends up looking like a plus sign. So don't use T's, I don't think so, unless you want to use a capital T. And of course the letter L is terrible because that ends up looking like a 1. So just be careful of the letters you use. And a lot of you guys are going to use X's and Y's, but I don't. I like using the stuff that they have. All right, so next page for 2-question assignment. Okay, so here's your 2 problems. Answers will be posted on the assignment. Okay, pause this, write them down, and good luck, guys. All you need is 2 questions for 3 days. All right, due on Friday.